Make sure it's running. Still thinking. Something is. I think it's running. It's just not showing me, but I think it's going. All right. So it looks like we're good to go. So let's get on the record. This is docket 250 WR 105, the application of the city of Ashland for authority to adjust water rates. This is Michael Newmark, the administrative law judge for the PSC. We're here on Zoom with the utility, its consultants, and commission staff in attendance. We've made the connection available to the public. We have no members of the public in attendance at this time. So just want you to know what we're here for. Generally, we're here to create the record in the case. And that's the documents we identify and verify under oath as exhibits, as well as comments we receive live from the utility, commission staff, and members of the public should they join us before we adjourn. So the record will consist of those documents and also the recording of the hearing that we will save on YouTube, on the commission's YouTube hearing channel. In addition to those, we will also we are receiving and have received public comments in writing, 24 at this time. We'll continue to receive public comments up until Friday, August 2nd. And the manner to file those comments are through the commission's website and by U.S. mail. There's instructions on how to do that on the notice to customers published by the utility and also issued by the commission. And you can see the screen share is displaying that right now. So that'll be on the YouTube recording as well. So like I said, 24 comments so far, and people will have until August 2nd to file those. So what do we do with the record? We provide it to the decision maker in the case, and that's Andy Galvin, the administrator for the Division of Water Utility Regulation and Analysis. So the administrator will review the record and then make a decision. The written form of that decision will be issued and it will be sent to the utility by email. We'll also post that on the commission's EARTH system on its website. So that's our basic process. We can now move to accept the utilities filings in the case. We'll just need to verify those. And we have customer notice. Actually, didn't verify this, but it says it has an affidavit attached. So yeah, so that's already verified. So I can put that in the record. But for the rest of the documents, and I have that posted on the screen share. So we have those documents numbered 2 through 10. Who from the utility can verify those documents under oath?
Judge Newmark, I would, sorry, I'm trying to see your numbers as compared to the email we got.
That's the same. Yeah.
Okay. So
it should be.
I think the number 5 and number 6 should be verified by, John or Megan there at the city. Sure. The remainder of them, I can verify 2 through 10, but not 5 and 6.
Okay. All right. Yep. Well, thanks for delineating that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So let's take the city's documents first then. So for documents 5 and 6 on the screen share, that's the city council minutes that refer to the 7H for, I guess, the minute for council's recommendation, and then the request for timely resolution. Those are both filed by the city. So who do we have from the city that can verify those?
John Butler, Director of Public Works and Utilities. I can verify both those documents, Judge Newmark.
All right, great, thanks. So I'll swear you in and just have you verify them. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, just state your name and position.
John Butler, Director of Public Works and Utilities.
All right, and can you see that screen share?
I can.
All right, so we have documents 5 and 6 under the utility exhibits. Like I mentioned before, the city council minutes and the request for timely resolution. Are you familiar with those?
I am.
Are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
They are.
All right. And did you have any comments you'd like to add just about the case in general? Anything specifically? Floor is open to your comments now.
No, I think we've covered it pretty well in our documents. I don't have anything to add.
Okay, that's fine. And so now we'll move on to the remaining documents, 2 through 10, except for 5 and 6. I think that'll be Brian Raymer's task at this point. So I'll swear you in. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. State your name and position, please.
Brian Raymer, Senior Municipal Advisor with Ellers and the Registered Municipal Advisor for the city, helping them through the water rate study and conventional rate case.
All right, great, thanks. So the documents I mentioned, 2 through 10, except for 5 and 6, are you familiar with those?
Yes, I am.
And are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, they are.
Right. Did you have any comments?
No, outside of that, we do appreciate the Public Service Commission's requests of the city as formalized by the council to consider the lower rate of return. And we'd hope that you'd appreciate our abundance of diligence done throughout this process in making sure that we can manage rates effectively over time. Thank you.
All right, thanks. So it's still the utilities' turn. Does anyone else from the utility wish to speak? No? All right. We'll move on to commission staff. So yeah, let's in case there are any questions for the utility at this point, let me ask staff if they needed to clarify anything with the filings from the utility. It's probably the best time to do that now.
Judge, this is Sophia Rogers, attorney for commission staff, and we did have a couple of questions for the utility.
Okay. So who do you think this is best addressed to?
Probably Mr. Romer.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Butler, I'm not sure. I'm happy to state the questions and allow either witness to respond. If that works,
Okay.
they're just clarifying questions.
Sure. Why don't you ask it and then we'll see.
Thank you. So in the data request response, just filed yesterday, we appreciate you getting that in time for this hearing today. Just 2 clarifying follow-ups regarding
for a sec. Is that the Bouchard 1 response?
board chart 2. And I should have recognized this earlier, but that data request response came in, I think, right after
Oh, I see it.
the case coordinator sent this. Oh, no.
I think we got an update from Alex. Yeah, so it's Bouchard 2. Okay, we have it here. Yeah, just
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Judge, if you don't mind, going to CJB 41, the response to CJB 41, we had a question about that. So in that second paragraph responsive to CJB 41, the utility states that it would be able to draw $250,000 in the event of an emergency, if no other funds were available. And can the utility or its consultant please clarify whether that would be provided as a loan, or whether the utility would not be required to pay that back?
So whoever knows that can give us the best answer.
The city should answer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good time to just clarify that our finance director, Julie Valancourt, is on the call with us as well, so she can correct anything that I'm saying, but it would be provided as a loan.
As a loan, okay. Any idea what the terms might be for that?
I guess I don't know loan duration, but in the beginning of this response, we talked about the interest rate. We would correlate the interest rate the general fund receives on its money markets.
Okay, just the duration isn't specified. Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be a short-term loan.
Mm-hmm.
It is stated in answer CJB 39 with that how the interest rate is configured and the example from the last due to what that interest rate was. So it was 1.68, but they talk about kind of how it's derived in that second paragraph in the answer of CJB 39.
Thank you. That answers my question.
Hmm.
I had one more clarifying question, which was related to CJB, the response to CJB 42. Thanks, Judge, for facilitating the screen share. So just to confirm, under the 6.2 alternative, there would be no simplified rate case. The applicant would not intend to come in for a simplified rate case over this time period following the conventional rate case update, and then scrolling down to 5.35 to that similar tape.
Oh, I see.
I'm seeing that 3% bump in 2027, that represents a simplified rate case.
Sure, and I can answer this, John, and then if you want to add any context, feel free certainly to as well. So as kind of stated on screen here, rates, the second sentence where rates beyond 2025, the same parameters were assigned to both scenarios asked of the utility in this analysis, whereas to say we're going to keep the same all-in debt coverage and cash reserves that the 6.2 rate of return applies, and so what simplifieds does it take to do that? And this is the answer to that question that I just self-posed. So as to say, both get the same financial goals of the utility, and one simplified would be required in 2027, all other things being equal, respecting the projection manner that this is obviously completed in. Yep.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is if the commission were to approve the 5.35% rate of return, the utility would intend to come back in 2027 with a simplified rate case.
Correct, and that would be my recommendation as the rate consultant under the projections at this point in time.
Okay, that was all, and thank you for clarifying. I know we asked for a quick turnaround on the data request in time for the hearing, so thanks for answering those questions.
I think it's fair if John would ask too of that intention, right? I can't speak for the city to fully answer your question, Sophia. So John, I don't know if you want to say, if that would be the intent of the city, because I don't think I explicitly answered that. So, I spoke to what our recommendation and then the city drafted, but I think to verbalize it, I would say it would make sense to have John answer that.
I'd like to affirm that. Yeah, it would definitely be our intention to come in for simplified rate cases as needed. We like the simplified rated case. The concern that we have with the kind of the back and forth here on the rate of return is this sort of spike, and the simplified rate cases help us kind of soothe out rate increases over time. We like that. We understand that that decision can be made at the staff level, and I can speak for the administration in saying that the purpose of simplified rate cases are understood and respected, and we would plan to use them in the future.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thanks. Okay, so I think it's time to move on to commission staff. So we have revenue requirement, and we'll just have Kristen Beauchart take the stand here. We can go over which documents you'd like to verify once we get you settled in here. So I'll swear you in first. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. So we can identify, can you see this screen share?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we can identify the documents you would like to verify. There's the revenue requirement. I'm assuming you'll do that. And then the response to applicants request for lower rate of return. Is that your document too?
Yeah, I can verify the first three documents.
First three. Okay. Could have just asked you. Just tell me. Thanks. You're sworn in, so you recognize those first three documents. Are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah, they are.
All right. Do you have any comments?
So, one comment I have in the revenue requirement letter, the commission staff asked the applicant to make two adjustment in the amended 2023 PSDN report. The applicant completed the adjustment in the amended 2023 PSDN report. That's all satisfied. That's all the comment I have.
All right, great, thanks. So we'll move on to the remaining documents with Alex Hanna. Swear you in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, so we have three documents: clarification of schedule, cost service study and rate design, and cost service study and rate design 2. You're familiar with those?
Yes, I am.
And are they complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, they are.
Do you have any comments?
I have no comments at this time.
All right, thanks. All right, so at this point, we have all our witnesses checked in, all the documents verified. Looking at our list of participants, and we have no new people joining us, including the fact that there are no members of the public in attendance. So no public comments to collect here, but we still have an opportunity for the public to comment in writing up until August 2nd. So I'm going to turn off the screen share here and ask if there's anything else we need to address before we adjourn. No? All right. Well, thanks very much, everyone. We're adjourned and take care.
Thank you.